Welcome to Part 2, Navigating eVal. In this section, we'll be looking at the different parts of eVal and how to move through it. When you first log into eVal, you'll default to the dashboard. In this view, you can see all of your activity from your evaluation throughout the year. This is a demo account and isn't connected to a teacher. In this top corner, you'll have the user information. It should list the teacher's name, the school year, the district, and the teacher's school. Over here on the left side, you have the menu panel, or sometimes it's called the left navigation. This green button allows you to bring the menu in or out. So if you're ever in a view and that menu has disappeared, look up here for this green button. As you look down through the menu panel, you'll see the different parts of your evaluation, such as student growth goals, observations, and your summative evaluation. In addition, there's a section for artifacts and YTD evidence. This is the area where you would be uploading evidence and artifacts to share with your evaluator, and here you can keep track of what evidence has already been collected. This green rectangle on the side shows you which section is active. So right now we can see that we're in the dashboard view. As we move across the top, you'll come to this box right here. This is the framework filter, and it shows you which view of the framework is visible. You have two choices. One is the Danielson instructional. This is the default in most screens in eVal. This shows you the framework using the 4 domains of the Danielson instructional framework. Your other option is the Danielson state. This will change the view so that you can see the 8 criteria for the state's evaluation system. So both of these use the same components to describe professional practice. It's just the view of whether they are organized by the 8 criteria or whether they are organized by the 4 domains. Over here you have account information, a help menu, and log out. If you access the help button here at the top, you'll see that there's a help center and a training center. The help center has links to information about using eVal. If you come to the training center, there are a variety of videos that can be sorted by subject area, grade level, strategy, or the source of the video. These videos might be helpful in getting ideas for different teaching practices or what those might look like at your grade level or content area. At the top, you'll have a page title that tells you where you are within eVal. So we see here that we're on the dashboard summary page. Down here, you'll have the workspace title. And just above that, you'll have tabs. Now let's take a look at the different sections. We're going to begin on student growth goals. If you're not in full screen, or if you're working on a very small screen, you may have a different view. On a smaller screen, you'll see that the menu on the left has disappeared. To access it, again, you'll click on that green menu button at the top. But you'll also see that the tabs have now disappeared, and you just have one tab here with a small triangle at the side. If you click on that, you'll see that your tabs are still there, but now they're listed as a drop-down menu instead of being across the top. Or you can change your view to full screen, and they should reappear. In different sections of eVal, you'll also see these blue banners across the top that tell you the current status of this part of your evaluation. And you'll often see a green button at the top that can give you an action step or tell you what status something is in at the time. Moving on to observations. If you have observations, you'll see them listed on this first screen. To view an observation, you come over to the green button on the side and click View. You'll have an observation setup page that gives you the information about the dates and times. And again, you'll have tabs across the top right here that you can click on to see the different parts of the observation. We'll go into this in more detail in the observation module. Next, we'll come down to summative evaluation, and this is where you would find your final report for the year. So student growth goals, observations, and summative evaluation are the key steps in your evaluation process. But there are some other sections here too. If you click on Artifacts, this is the area where you can upload evidence or artifacts to share with your evaluator, and your evaluator can also upload artifacts. And again, we'll go into more detail in this in the Artifact module. YTD Evidence helps you to keep track of what evidence has already been collected. In this view, you'll have the Rubric Navigator. The Rubric Navigator lets you see what evidence has been collected and packaged, and it lets you see the level of performance that has been assigned to those pieces of evidence. And that completes your initial navigation of eVal. Remember that there are additional modules that will take you through student growth goals, observations, and artifacts to help you learn how to make the most of those sections.